Check one, check two. What's up, peeps? This is your girl, JQue. You're listening to Valley Sounds on 89.3 Huntsville. How y'all doing out there tonight? I have got a super special treat for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I have got Tiffany Nicole Feagin on the mic. What's up, girl? Girl, it's so exciting. Exciting to literally in all the way truthfully have you in the seat and on the mic.
Yes.
You've been doing so many big things.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump right in. Let's try to go ahead and make that drop. You want to try it on the first round?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
What's up? This is Tiffany with your girl JQue, and I'm here on Valley Sounds 89.3 WLRH.
What?
Yes.
You did that. You did that. That was off the chain, little mama. So we're going to jump right on in. Tiffany, you have been going hard at music for a long time.
Yes.
But the last, I see, 3-4 years, you've been really banging it hard. What's been going on? What's that?
Well, it's just the ministry within me, and now is the time for me to move forward in it. So, these past 3 or 4 years, I've just really, been serious about pursuing, my music career in ministry. So, now is the time for me to move forward.
Yeah, I notice that you are not just a musician, but you more like you have a music and a message, right?
Yes.
Which leads me to your book. I just want to, right off the cuff, how did this come about?
Well, this past summer I did release my EP, Love Song, and, it's been in my spirit to, become an author. I've been at the beginning of the year, I'm like, I'm going to write a book, and, this shouldn't be so difficult, task for me to do since I've been to college and completed classes and so forth. And I just, with the music, it's so different from what you're really hearing. And, the message I wanted to just be to give a clear message on the music. And so, I developed the book, I wrote the book, and, the love song is just talking about the love of Christ. It's a Christ-centered message in the music. And I just wanted to, be authentic in, the place where I was writing the songs. And I wanted to, encourage people, that God loves you and that there's no greater love than the love of Christ in your life. And so that's pretty much it.
So we are going to jump into one of the songs that is off of Love Song, and this is called Emmanuel. Tell me more about and why is it the first track?
Well, this is actually this past couple of weeks I dropped my Christmas album. I'm like, I want to write some Christmas music. And so Emmanuel is God with us. And so it has an upbeat tempo. It's a song that you can dance to and, listen and ride in your car, drive in your car, and just have celebrate the spirit of Christmas, because it is a time for, joy and just having fun. So that's really the message that I wanted to come across in Emmanuel, that God is with us and he is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and we can dance and we can rejoice and sing about it.
And you know what? That is so great, because I'm like that too. I believe that we can do that. We can dance and we can be joyous. And it doesn't just have to be during Christmas time. Emmanuel is one of those songs that you can play throughout the entire year and feel and be moved by the love and the joy. Ladies and gentlemen, Emmanuel by Tiffany Feagin. of love song, the Christmas album, man. And like I said, that's one of those you can groove and move and, all that kind of good stuff off of. So we now are doing some research. We're going back in time, Tiffany, and I noticed that on your first album that you allowed the public to be a part of, In Your Presence, you were going by Tiffany Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Tiffany Nicole Feagin.
Yes.
What happened in 3 years?
Well, I went through a divorce actually earlier this year, so yeah, I kind of had to make some changes and went through a life change. So, that's just a part of life, and
it is a part of life, and it seems like you are bouncing back.
Yeah, you have to bounce back. You have to.
Pouring your life into your music, is that something you use as a bounce back?
Yeah, well, actually, I use writing as just kind of like it's such a part of me. So I use it as part of therapy, as part of healing for me, for myself, and also for everyone. So, I allow the pain to become purpose. So that's what we have to do, to survive in life. Just turn our hardships into purpose and destiny and calling in our lives. So,
Tell me more about your book. What's the title of it, and what can we expect if we decide we want to pick up this book?
Well, I've created this book for everyone. If you're Christian, or if you're unbeliever, I just want people to know that the love of Christ is for everyone, that God loves you, no matter where you are, what point you may be in your life, that the love of God is always there, and it's a foundation to build your life. So that was the premise of, me writing this second album, Love Song. I was kind of really going through a really dark time, and I just had to kind of come to the realization that God loves me, and that's what matters, to me in life, that I don't have to base my identity or what I go through on what others may feel about me or whatever, circumstances that I'm going through, that the love of God is my foundation, and that's, how I'm going to build my life. And I encourage everyone else to build their life on Christ's love.
Wise words, Tiffany. Wise words, Tiffany. And, In Your Presence, that takes us to A Brighter Day by Tiffany Nicole Feagin.
Just know that it is working for your good. Feeling like giving your last try. Seems so hard, don't know where to start. Just know that everything good comes from the heart. The storms may blow and the rain will fall.
Nicole Feagin. If you look her up and you're looking for Brighter Day, though, you might find her under Tiffany Lake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your girl JQue, and you're listening to Valley Sounds on 89.3 Huntsville. I'm with my girl Tiffany Nicole Feagin, live and in charge on the mic in the studio. And this young woman has like a million talents. Talking to her on the break during the song, she was telling me about she's a songwriter, she's a music person, she's been in the music ministry for so long, and this new project, her songs, you wrote them all.
Yes. Well, except the new project, except the covers, of course, like Oh Holy Night, Joy to the World. But yeah, pretty much I wrote everything. So,
In his presence, how many different producers did you have to work with?
well, I had a couple of producers just from that project. But, as far as the writing, I did all the writing.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
The piano is my only instrument that I play.
Oh, okay. So,
and the
you,
clarinet, I did that in high school.
I
but,
feel you. I feel you on that.
Piano.
So if we had to,
Keyboard.
put a title and a job title and you were going for a job description, how would you title yourself? Tiffany Nicole Feagin. So like for me, I say JQue, entrepreneur, radio personality, mom, daughter of the king. What would you title, like how would you title your talents?
Well, of course, I would say Tiffany Nicole Feagin, child of the Most High God. That's the greatest title to ever have, which we all have. But I would say singer, songwriter, author, entrepreneur, philanthropist, pastor, worship pastor, because, I think worship encompasses a lot of things.
It does.
So, entertainer, because I do, like to entertain, with with the gifts that I have, I like to make people feel good about themselves and happy. So, daughter, sister, just
sounds like you do a lot. But
yes,
being multi-talented seems very easy for you as well. How old are you, if you don't mind telling us?
I am 40. I turned 40 this year.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
If you were telling that young woman out there that was 30, not the little young girl, but the 30-year-old girl, the 30-year-old woman who is looking to still do something major with her life, what would it be?
I would say that it is not too late to pursue your dreams. It's never you have the talent, you have the gift, you know what your gift is, you know what your calling and purpose, and so when you know for sure within yourself, the sky is the limit, and do not let anyone distract you from what God has purposed in your life, and it is never too late. Just continue to go for it. So
continue to go for it. We're closing out this segment and this interview with a project from In Your Presence. Tiffany, I really appreciate you allowing me to be in your presence for this interview and for blessing the Valley Sounds people with your talents.
Yay! Awesome.
This is your girl, JQue. You're listening to Valley Sounds on 89.3, and this is Thirst for You by Tiffany Nicole Feagin. Boom! We did that.